Okay, it's weird that a lot of people still think that support for Palestine, and I don't support anybody. There's other ways to do things. But people who support Palestine are anti Semitic or that they want to wipe out the whole of Israel and all the Jews in it. That's nonsense. It's laughable nonsense. You're being lied to or you're really, really dumb. Sorry. So, what's happening there is the Palestinians and Hamas would like to have a country that's democratic for themselves and not be, according to them, oppressed. And then the other phrase that goes along with that is from river to sea, Palestine shall be free. So, what that really means, according to the documents of Hamas and everyone else in Palestine, is that they would like a country, call it whatever you want. I wouldn't call it Israel or Palestine. The whole country that used to be Israel when I was there back in 1986, which didn't have any fences, didn't have any walls. It was all one big country. Israel, Palestine, the West Bank it was called, and Gaza. All one big country. Like that, but a democracy for everybody. That's what it means. It doesn't mean wiping out Jews. I mean, you're deliberately, willfully ignorant. If you're an intelligent person and you're saying that, you think it means wiping out Jews. It doesn't. It means a democracy in that big country called Israel that I was in, from river to sea, from north to south, from Egypt to Lebanon. And so that's what it means. It doesn't mean wiping anybody out. That's now if you think that's what it means, you're either brainwashed, stupid, or being willfully ignorant for some other reason, right? So it doesn't mean that. It means a democracy in the whole. To me, it means I'd rather have it in the whole of Israel, the big Israel that I used to be in, all one country, no fences, no walls. Give it a different name because it's too sectarian. The name, you don't need that name. That's just psychological, childish. If you think you need that name for some reason, or it's tribalism, so or sectarianism. So yeah, you don't need the name. Just one big democracy with Jews, Arabs, Christians, atheists, Druids, whatever, all living in a really good democracy. That's what everyone wants. So if you're saying that it means people are anti-Semitic or want to wipe out the Jews or support Hamas, and you're saying that Hamas wants to wipe out the Jews, you're either lying to yourself, you're being lied to, or you're being willfully ignorant, or you're just incredibly stupid. It doesn't mean that. So stop spreading that nonsense. You're spreading mass hysteria and anti-Palestinian hate, which ended up in a attempted murder. 3 people shot in my state, Vermont, in the USA, just this week. Palestinians were shot, right? A kid was killed in Chicago, a 6-year-old kid, because of your mass hysteria about the new Holocaust is coming back. No, it's not. People just want a democracy for the whole of Israel and a peaceful Israel. That's all that any of that ever means. Hamas does not want the destruction of Israel. They want a democracy for everybody. That's what they want. That's in their charter. That is their newest charter for years now. And it's what Palestinians want. Like any other Arab state where they don't go off killing Jews. Do they? They don't. So, like Morocco or Egypt or other places like that. So, that's what they want, and it doesn't mean what you're saying it means. And that's my main point here, because you're either lying to people for some ulterior motive, or you're mentally deranged. There are some people, many very huge influencers, and on social media and in the mainstream news, who are acting like mentally deranged people when you're saying that kind of thing. You probably should see a shrink. I don't know how else to put it. I'm sorry. You're going to lose this one because you're not being logical. Logic, reason, and rationale wins in the end, always. And that's why you should follow my channel. Anybody questioning this or thinking that I might have other things to say that are worth listening to, you should follow, because I'm light years ahead of anybody on these topics. all of the topics together. Everyone else makes some massive mistake, massive, on some major topics. So I know I sound like I'm boasting, but yeah, stay ignorant. Don't follow this channel. But that's not what it means. And so these massive influencers are mentally ill. There's no other explanation for it because they've literally gone off the rails, calling everybody anti-Semite and saying we're all going to be killed off just like the Holocaust or something. They're either lying or they're lying to themselves, or they have some ulterior motive, or they're mentally ill. I actually think on this topic, they're mentally ill on a lot of topics. You shouldn't be talking out and speaking and being a speaker in the world and having a position and having a podium if you're mentally insane. Nobody's trying to kill you off. And none of that means what you're saying it means. It means a democracy, a well-functioning democracy in the whole region of Israel. That's what people want. That's what those phrases mean. And when you turn it into that, it shows that you're trying to create a cult around your agenda. And that sounds to a lot of people like fascism. So don't do it. Get off that hobby horse and just realize that everybody just wants a peaceful democracy where everybody can be free. That's what it means. So yeah, I would change the name of Israel though. It's too sectarian, and make one big democracy in the whole of Israel that I was in 1986. Never going to happen now. Everything's gone wrong. But yeah, that's what it means. Stop calling people anti-Semites, because you're turning yourself into this little cult that turns itself into a type of fascism, but you won't win. You know, we don't listen to fascists. So good luck with your little attempt to hijack the conversation by calling everybody anti-Semitic and saying that river to sea means wiping out Jews. None of it means any of that, and that's it.